What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. It is a beautiful Friday, which means it is time for a T3 watch rant. It's 2:30 p.m. Let's get down to business. Alright, so in today's rant, we're going to be ranting about a question I got in last Friday's AMA, and it was a very interesting question. The person asked, would you buy a Seiko for $5,000? So this isn't going to be too long of a rant. The short answer is yes, but it depends on the watch, right? I mean, we can't really reduce a watch down to its brand name. We got to judge watches from a watch-to-watch basis. So would you buy a Seiko for $5,000? Well, it depends on the Seiko. For instance, I love Rolex. There are some Rolexes I wouldn't even buy for $100. Exhibit A. Okay, go. So what I'm trying to say is, even though you like a company, okay, what the f is that? So even though you might like a company, there still are watches that you may not like, so you gotta judge watches from a watch-to-watch basis. Now, what I think my viewer was referring to, let me fix my hair, let me fix my toupee, because according to some of you guys, I wear a toupee. My beard is real, though. Anyway, so what I think my viewer was referring to was the new spring drive Seikos that were released on Baselworld 2019, and of course their price tag was $5,000 and above. I think those watches are really cool, incredibly solid build, 300-meter water resistance rating, sapphire crystals, a spring drive movement. If that watch had anything but a Seiko logo on it, for instance, if it had a Swiss made written on it, then of course it'd be much higher than $5,000. So would you buy a Seiko for $5,000 isn't as accurate as a question as would you buy that specific watch for $5,000, right? And I do think these Seiko Pro Spec spring drives are absolutely worth $5,000. Of course, it's a pretty penny, guys. $5,000 isn't chump change. But again, I need to reiterate, if that was Swiss made, if it didn't have Seiko written on the dial, they would be charging much more for a watch of that caliber. So again, guys, all in all, I think as watch enthusiasts, we've come to expect a lot of Seiko because they're a company that's always given us a lot for the money. So I think some of us feel a little bit betrayed when Seiko kind of pushes up their price points and releases watches maybe a little bit outside of our budgets, right? But we just need to step back, have some perspective, and understand, okay, that's a $5,000 spring drive Seiko. If it was any other company, it'd be $10,000, and I'm not just saying that. I mean, guys, people thought I was crazy for spending the money I spent on my Seiko Tuna, right, with the 7C46 movement. People reduced it down to it being just a quartz watch, right? That's not just a quartz. It's not just any quartz. When you learn about this movement, you realize, wow, there's a whole lot of technology. There's a whole lot of craziness in this watch. So, you know, $1,300 floating around $1,000. That's a whole lot of watch for that money. And so again, we just need some perspective, guys. So would I buy a Seiko for $5,000? Yes, depending on the Seiko. But I absolutely know a lot of you think it's crazy buying a quartz watch for $1,300. I know a lot of you would never buy a watch for $5,000 that has Seiko on the dial. But these watch rants, again, these are kind of debates. I pick up a question and I kind of, I don't know, expand upon it. So I want to hear your take on this. Leave me a comment in the comment section. Do you think these prices are outrageous? Do you think a spring drive, a 300-meter water resistance rating, sapphire crystal, do you think a watch like that, because it has Seiko on the dial, isn't worth $5,000? And I know people are going to bring up, oh, well, the resale value is blah, 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 or this and that, blah, blah. And again, people buy watches for different reasons. These rants I use just to kind of vent and think about it. So what do you think? Leave me a comment. I want to hear from you. And guys, of course, I want to thank you so much for checking out the Time Teller shop. Click that link, maybe pick something up. You support the channel when you do that. And if you're new here, if this is your first time joining us here at the Time Teller channel, I want to say thank you so much for stopping by. Please like, comment, subscribe. Of course, subscribe and hit the bell icon. YouTube does a terrible job notifying my subscribers when I upload, and I upload all the time, and you do not want to miss out. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Alright, well if you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing to the channel because there's a whole lot more where that came from. Also, I have no idea how YouTube works yet. Hopefully in the future I'll get the hang of it, but I think there should be some recommended videos for you to watch. There might be one over on this side of the screen, there might be one over on this side of the screen. Who knows where they're gonna be? YouTube's always changing, life is always changing. You know, there's a lot to learn about life. We'll save this for another episode. Anyway, click one of these videos, watch it, subscribe to the channel. I love you.